That's a great way to start. Just muted right out the gate. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hotmess Hotseat episode 4. We are in Hotmess Holidaze season. What are you jamming out to up there?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go.
At least we don't have to worry about at least we don't have to worry about getting DMCA'd because that was beautiful, Phoenix.
Oh, I thank you. My mama says that I would have been a great singer if I wasn't tone deaf. I think that's a compliment or something, but oh well. My choir teacher made me Iago in Aladdin in my junior high school play.
Oh, that would be perfect for you.
Yeah. Everybody was laughing at me because I had an awful fucking parrot costume too.
Wait, are you being serious? Like this is an actual thing that happened?
Dead serious. In 8th grade, I played Iago in our rendition of Aladdin. 8th grade, and you have this guy who apparently, I guess, was a class clown that wanted the lead role to be Iago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
so we're missing a few people. We don't have a guest host tonight, and Mr. Cali had to work. Sad face.
Or went out for the homies.
So, it's just you and me tonight, which will be interesting because do you like Christmas? Let's start with that. Do
I like Christmas?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays, honestly. The meaning of it for me has grown as I've gotten older. You know, of course, when I was a kid, it was more of the receiving instead of giving, of course, because that was when, you know, you get all of your hot ticketed holiday items that you wanted. And then as I got older, it was more family related because as I am today at my old ripe age of 28 years old, I don't really see my family too much because I'm more of an independent guy. I take care of, you know, the dogs, the wife, all that stuff. And I'm kind of just like, well, all right, whatever. Yeah. So try to get the phone calls to the grandmother and the mother here and there, but usually I'm just like wrapped up with work. So, you know, at least I spend like a few hours with them, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, some other holidays in between during the summer. So like probably Labor Day and Memorial Day, but usually we're out camping and whatnot during the summer holidays. Yeah. I like Christmas. Yeah.
Christmas is my favorite holiday. Out of all the holidays, like, it's just, I don't know if it's the magic or what, you know, like the innocence that there is in Christmas. I've never really been about, you know, gifts because, so we, growing up, lived, you know, paycheck to paycheck, and money was always tight. And now that I am an adult and a mom, we still live paycheck to paycheck, and money is just like insanely tight. So, for me, it's never really been about, you know, the gifts part of it. My favorite part of Christmas is looking at Christmas lights. I have a very unhealthy obsession with Christmas lights. And if I could leave Christmas lights up all year round and get away with it, I 100% would. Because they're just really pretty. I can't tell you how many times like Caden and Joey have gone to bed and I've just sat in the living room in complete silence with like everything off except for the Christmas tree. Like it is just, I don't know. We go to like neighborhoods and drive around and look at Christmas lights. And we go, there's a thing here called the Festival of Lights. It's like one of those big drive-through like things with all the lights and stuff. We do that every year. Like, I am a Christmas lights nerd. There's a show that airs on TV, but I don't have TV, so I watch it on Hulu. It's called The Great Christmas Light Fight. And it's like these people who are like obnoxious with their Christmas light decorations, and they're competing for like 50 grand. And then like this trophy that like looks like a Christmas light with Christmas lights inside. And I'm like, I want that. I told my husband, I was like, man, Lord help us if we ever get in a position where I can decorate our house like that, because you will be in trouble. Like,
wow.
But like, I decorate literally almost every room in my house except for this one has Christmas decorations. Like the bathrooms have like all the little like cute window clings on the mirrors, and then like the living room's all decked out. The kitchen has garland and hanging candy canes. Like it is. I've got nativity scenes everywhere. I have a Christmas village on my coffee table. Like it is.
Yeah, I think I saw like a couple of pictures that you had sent, and you had like a freaking like variety Santa line or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
So in
I'm
front of
just
my
like,
TV, we call them the heirloom Santas because they were my mother-in-law's, and before that they were her parents, and they've just been passed down.
oh,
So it's a Santa band. Like there's like a Santa playing a saxophone, and one playing a drum, and one playing the cymbals, and one playing like a guitar, and it's a whole like glass Santa band. Like it's and then like below that I took all the batteries out of all of my little like animatronic things, but I have a Rudolph and a Clarice from the OG Rudolph. And then I have a Santa and Mrs. Claus and a Yeti, and there's a bear that reads you the night before Christmas, and there's a Santa that rocks on a rocking chair. And like it's crazy. And then of course, I do have a 9-year-old, so Santa sends us an elf on the shelf. So we have him every year that does all kinds of crazy things. This morning we woke up to him in my hallway light. Like he's just like there's not a light bulb in there, so we don't use it because we have LED lights in there. But when you walk in the hallway, if you look up, he's just like looking over the light, like in the light dish. And I'm just like, what? He always does crazy things. But,
Elf on a Shelf is such a stalker. I wish that somebody in the future would make a Chucky rendition of Elf on the Shelf.
why?
I mean, it's gonna be gold because it'll be perfect. It'd be another, Christmas horror movie classic,
Oh my
in my
god.
opinion.
Christmas horror movies should not exist. Like, that should not exist.
I mean that's a topic for another subject, but or that's a talk for another topic. But yeah, I mean, my family has the Elf on the Shelf too. Well, my mom does just for just for it to be out there, honestly. Because yeah, it's fun to have the decorations out. But back to the Christmas lights, because my window is facing like my neighbors right now, and they've got some pretty decent decorations outside. My wife and her family are currently out and about in in the area looking at all the Christmas lights, and there's this one particular house, a couple of towns away from us that everybody is gravitated towards because, those YouTube videos that like they have the synchronized music that goes with it,
Oh my god.
and it's like,
Goals. Goals. Goals.
yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm amazed by it too, but at the same time, I'm just like, how much is their electric bill from the beginning of December, maybe like that Thanksgiving week? Because you know that they're probably putting that stuff up as soon as, I guess, acceptable by society standards till probably like a week after New Year's. I think it must be sky high.
Okay, so in that show that I was just talking about, the Great Christmas Light Fight show, literally these people have like acres, some of them have like acres and acres of property, and like every inch is just covered. If you have Hulu, I highly recommend watching at least one episode because it makes my husband watches it with me just because I make him, and he'll sit there and he's like, "What in the hell?" And like some of the people doing it have been doing it for like, because you get, it's a reality TV competition show, so you get like the little backstories and stuff. And some of them, like the last episode that I just watched, the kid, it was his idea to do it, and he's only 17, and he was like doing these epic like music coordinated light shows and decorates everything. And then some of them are like in their 80s still out there putting up 900 billion lights, like, and it's really cool to see all the different. I'm not a glow mold person, that seems to be a theme in this show. Like some of these houses, one of them had like 208 glow bulbs, and they're like the plastic looking figurines with the light in it, and it's
Oh
I,
yeah, I'm
I
well
like
aware. We've
pretty
got a
lights.
manger scene of glow modes.
See, so I told my husband next year we're getting our first inflatable. Like,
Yes, do it.
so, hold on, pause for a second. Dre, thank you so much for that 9-month resub. We have a Twitch baby now. Woot woot. I appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. So, yeah, like the only decorations I have outside right now are I've got like the lighted garland, and we live in a trailer in a mobile home, so I wrap our steps in them, and then it goes up and above like my door frame, and then there's a lighted wreath that's on the front door. But beyond that, I don't have any yet. But I told my husband that next year is the year. Next year we're going to decorate outside, and we're going to get an inflatable, and it will probably be Disney themed, because between Disney and Christmas, like it's going to be, we're going to get like a big inflatable Christmas Mickey or something. I don't know. It's going to be beautiful.
We've currently got, so over here on this side, because I can actually like visualize it right now. So over here on this side to the left of me, we've got these like wired reindeer things, because my wife saw a deer like decorated somewhere around like a couple blocks, like literally on the same street as us. She's like, I want that. I'm like, oh boy. So she this year was on the hunt for that. So she found that. And then we've got the glow mold snowman over there with a glow mold. I think it was like Nutcracker looking Winnie the Pooh. Then on the main area we've got I'd like to call him the inflatable rider. So we've got the husky there. We've got a couple of Toy Story inflatables. So we've got Woody and Buzz. I don't think Woody's out yet because he had some kind of shortage issue. So we got him fixed. Hopefully he'll be up there soon. And what else do we got? We got another reindeer. So I think we got Rudolph, and then we've got the glow mold ranger or manger scene with Joseph, Mary, and little baby Jesus down there. Little 6 ounce or 6 pounds 4 ounce baby Jesus, and it's really bad that I say this too, but it's also a joke, but it's also sacrilege in a way. So we've had some really horrible winds where we've been, and the glow molds just like blow around all over the place. I don't know what it is with Joseph, but he seems like he's the only one that just like inappropriately just like puts his face down on the worst places. Like I woke up one morning, walked out, took some trash out, and just like, Joseph, what are you doing?
He had to get some more from Mary.
No, it wasn't Mary.
Oh no!
Yeah.
He was just praying. He was just praying. That's all. He was just deep in prayer.
Double entendre right there, Cali.
Just deep in prayer.
Double entendre again.
Oh my god. Dre said we put up our first inflatable. We have an inflatable snowman. It's the first time in my life since I've been remarried that I have allowed decorations. Oh my god. I can't. It is. So last year was really, really hard for us. We had for lack of making it dark and heavy, we had a family tragedy early in 2020. And it threw me into like this really dark hole. And it was the first year in my life ever that I didn't decorate at all. Like not one Christmas decoration at all. I had nothing Christmas up. And that's, anybody who knows me knows that that's like way out of character, because I am the person that if I can get away with putting my Christmas decorations up the week of Thanksgiving, I will do that. Most of the time we have to wait till the Friday after. But I will put them up as fast as possible. And I put like within 24 hours of bringing the decorations to the house, everything's up. And we didn't put up anything last year. We did nothing. We didn't go see the lights. We didn't go to any of the Christmas parades. It was so depressing. Like it was so sad. It was so sad. But I'm like big on making the magic last, especially as a mom, because I feel like it's different when you have like it's Christmas is magical for everybody, but when you have kids, especially little kids, it's a whole different animal, like keeping that Christmas magic alive, right? And so it affected Caden a little bit more than I thought it would. I thought like, okay, he's young, he's not gonna care. He cared, like he noticed, and so this year when I put everything up, he's like, "I'm so glad you decorated this year, Mom." And I was like, I failed. I felt like I failed last year because I just didn't. I didn't feel it. It wasn't great. So I can't imagine not decorating after going through that. It's just, I mean, even when we were struggling growing up, like my mom would go to Dollar Tree and get one of those like little like frilly trees that you can get. So, and like when Caden was first born, it was just me and him because his dad had left and I was crashing in a friend's extra bedroom in her house. And I went to Dollar Tree and got just a single strand of Christmas lights and like put them up around the closet and little window clings on the mirror I had in my room just because it's just weird. So I can't. I'm glad that you decorated, Dre. I can't imagine not decorate. It would break my heart not to decorate again. Like I can't. I can't not decorate again.
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds silly to say that you don't really need the decorations, but it really doesn't feel like Christmas without
Without it,
them.
yeah.
Like even the bare minimum. Like I'm the type of person that's just like, ah, I gotta figure this stuff out. Um, it's just
Bah
like I
humbug.
complain. I complain about everything, but like at the same time, like it really sets the tone
hmm
for the season.
It just uplifts. So with that, we're gonna segue into our first like kind of big question. So whether it's now or growing up, do you and your family have any specific and chat feel free to jump in, any specific like holiday traditions, anything that you did as a kid that you still do now or that you've started since being on your own?
Ooh, man. Let's see. When I was younger, I don't remember really any tradition. I don't think we did anything out of the norm. Um, for me, when I was growing up, it was just a fight to get me to sleep so Santa could come through. um, I guess one thing I was watching, I think it was either an episode of All That or Keenan and Caleb when I was younger, and they had like this tradition where you would open one present on Christmas Eve. So I convinced my mom to let my brothers do that. So that was just, I guess, something that we've continued, um, even with my wife and I. So yeah, I guess that would be one. Um, oh, a new tradition that we currently have now with my wife and her family is that they'll come over to our house and we'll have like matching pajama sets and whatnot, which I think is the
Oh,
silliest thing ever.
that's so
But
cute. We have not
I,
reached that stage yet in this house yet. And it's only because we haven't had the money to get a whole set. But as soon
mm,
as I can, it's so happening.
yeah. See, this is her favorite holiday as well, and she takes it to the T, or celebrates it to the T. So that's why we have the decorations and everything like that. At this point, I'm just like, it's gonna happen, so like, so be it. And she hates when I do that. It's just like, I don't want to impede on any decisions that you have with decorations in it or anything.
What a good
Um,
husband.
I know sometimes she might just be like, I just want contributions, like, but I just want a happy wife.
Happy spouse, happy
So
house.
exactly. So yeah, that's a newer tradition that we've done since last year. So, and we're continuing it this year. since we got into this new house, of course. So yeah.
Okay. So growing up, we did when ABC Family was actually ABC Family before it turned into Freeform.
Freeform
played nothing, but now it just plays Harry Potter 55,000 times, which there's nothing wrong with. I love Harry Potter. Please don't get me wrong, but it is not a fucking Christmas movie.
Whoa, at least they're not like MTV where they play ridiculousness for 3 days straight.
Right? So, we used to do the 25 Days of Christmas, like, with them, because where they show, like, one Christmas movie every night, and then Christmas Day, they have, like, all the different Christmas things. So, when they changed to showing, like, just Harry Potter all the time, I did our own version. So we watched, like, all the OG claymation, flat 2D cartoons that have been out since, like, the 1930s, like, with the Frosty and Rudolph and A Year Without a Santa Claus and, oh my god, I can't even think of all the other ones, but like all the original like Christmas cartoons, the original Grinch from the 60s. And then we watched the newer stuff too, like the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch. We watched the new version that came out in 2019, I think. There was another Grinch that came out. And then we do Polar Express, but like we usually, as a family, we shut down everything and we just have the tree. And then our house, because we live in a trailer, we don't have a fireplace. So we went and I was gifted actually one of those like space heater fireplaces. So where you can like just turn the fire on so it looks like there's a fire going. So we'll have the tree and that, and then whatever movie, and we'll make like hot cocoa and cookies, and we'll watch our Christmas movie. I've been a little bit slack this year, I'm not gonna lie. We have not watched any as a family, more so because my husband is now working at night again. He went from, and before that he had to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, so he was in bed by like 6 p.m. every night.
Ouch.
So we haven't really done it on the weekends, but now that like Caden's on winter break, so he'll be home all day, so we'll watch a lot this coming week, where we'll just do crazy. But then like when he's not here or he's at his dad's, we do like the grown-up versions. So we'll watch like Deck the Halls and Christmas with the Cranks and Four Christmases and stuff like that. But
Bad
this year
Santa.
Caden has just gotten excited about Home Alone, and he's watched all of the Home Alone movies, including like the newer remake versions, which are terrible. Some things they just need to leave alone. Like, it was perfect the way it was.
Preach.
But so like that's something that we like to do. Then of course going to see the Christmas lights, we do that. We used to do Christmas Eve service at church when I was growing up, but since being on my own, our family doesn't go to church. So honestly, just because we haven't found the right one, and I have my own issues with religion, but that's another conversation. So
Stay tuned.
but I do try to go, I guess, the stereotypical like Easter, Christmas Day, like kind of like church services. So we do try to do at least that. And then so we do that. And then I don't know, we do the cookies for Santa. We make our own, and then we leave them out, and we waste a cup of milk, because I can't imagine that every house that Santa goes to, the milk is still good when he gets there, because it's been sitting out for Lord only knows how long that it's been sitting on the thing. And eggnog. Eggnog is it's a big thing. It is not the holidays without eggnog. And now I have like a lactose sensitivity, and my body hates me when I drink eggnog, and I don't give a shit.
Oh no.
Actually, I give lots of shits after I drink the eggnog. But like, I cannot, like, I make eggnog cookies. Jerk said I've never had eggnog. What?
Like, wait a second.
You want to explain yourself?
Seriously, Jerks. What?
It is the most, it's so thick. Like, it's so thick, and you have to drink like a gallon of water afterwards. But Dre's never had eggnog either. I can't even with you guys right now. This is, oh man. This
ain't true! You want to explain yourself?
Come on, guys.
Eggnog is so good. I don't do the spiked eggnog. Like, people do the thing where they spike it with like Fireball or whatever whiskey. And to me, milk and alcohol just doesn't go together. Like, that's just not a thing that like exists in the world. So
so you're not a fan of White Russians then?
I've never had a White Russian, actually.
Well, it's I think
it's like Bailey's and
yeah, it's Bailey's, I think vodka and heavy cream.
Yeah.
And Bailey's has cream, but yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, jerks. Listen, do yourself a favor, go to the gas station and you can get like a little bottle of it like you can with chocolate milk for like $1 something. And try eggnog and let me know how it feels. I'm
about to go there after this episode, I'm not gonna lie.
To the gas station to get eggnog?
Yeah, I was actually gonna make a few purchases, possibly.
But the other, okay, so eggnog is a must. Hot cocoa, specifically hot cocoa with candy cane sticks, like that is peppermint everything is a holiday tradition. Like literally peppermint cookies, candy canes, peppermint hot cocoa, peppermint coffee. Like it is peppermint everything. That's a holiday tradition. Beyond that, I mean, we don't really do anything else. We do Elf on the Shelf is a big thing. Santa sends our elf every year. We always go get the obligatory Santa picture. Even before Caden, after I was an adult and living on my own, I still went to the freaking mall and got a Santa picture from my mother. Like it is a thing. Even though like my little brother is in his 20s now, and they're all grown or whatever, and they still go see Santa. Like it's a whole thing. So I don't know. Like that's kind of. Traditions are a big thing, and they're a big thing to, like, pass on to your kids. I really want to do the Christmas jammies thing. We just haven't. Okay, listen. I'm not a tiny girl, and neither is my husband. And so, like, finding jammies that fit us that are affordable are, like, impossible. So, it is goals.
I think we got ours from Target for a pretty decent
Target.
Good old Target.
Yep. We love it. We love Target. I hope your husband isn't a tiny girl. Listen, Dre, you never know. You never know. I guess I would, but oh no. Okay. So, what is your favorite, stepping away from Christmas, just like all holidays in general, what is your favorite holiday food?
All right. So, buckle up because I'm answering for two people.
Go for it.
So my wife, immediately if she was here, she'd say my family's homemade baked mac and cheese. Okay? It's out of this world. It's pretty good. I hate mac and cheese with a burning passion. I actually just hate anything pasta related, but mac and cheese, chef's kiss. Oh my God. So delightful. But for me personally, I love the Thanksgiving dinners. So, the thing that will pull me in is the stuffing or the dressing, whatever you call it. That is oh my God!
Only if it's made correctly.
Oh man, it cannot be any box stuff. I'm just like salivating thinking about it because my family makes it. My wife's family makes it for theirs. Or actually, no, they don't. They do some other stuff during their Christmas, but their Thanksgiving one is great. But that just, oh man, you can't mess it up if you're making it homemade. But if you do mess it up, it's still good. But I'm gonna be judging you because it's like y'all slacking. But yeah, that stuffing, that turkey, put some cranberry sauce on the stuffing, and it's just, oh God. It is so good.
Anything else?
Sweet potato pie. Can't go wrong with that.
I've never had sweet potato pie.
It's basically I'm just gonna be blunt right here. It's a black person pumpkin pie, because I did not know about pumpkin pie until I started dating my wife.
Hold on. Jerks just said vegan burgers for the 4th of July. First of all,
Ooh,
vegan burgers are 2 words that should not ever be in a sentence together.
well, dang,
No offense
vegans
to all the
matter.
vegans out there. Vegans do matter. Like, listen, vegans matter, but that's just not a thing. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Don't let Cali bring y'all down, people.
Oh God, French.
I will admit, like, there are some burgers that kind of suck, like the Impossible Meat burgers. I made those myself, and maybe I just effed up because I don't know how to cook vegan burgers. But they're trash, dude. They're a little trash.
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh, man.
I can't do vegan. Now I've had like turkey meatballs or like chicken meatballs even instead of like regular just like beef.
But that's different.
Like it's not. I can't do. And I've had like a vegetarian like black bean burger, and they're not bad, but nothing beats a huge, especially on the 4th of July or like Memorial Day weekend or Labor Day weekend when you're doing the whole like barbecue summer cookout thing, and you've got like the huge bratwurst on there, and then you have like a big thick juicy burger. Like there's nothing beats that. I am 100% a carnivore when it comes to food. I can't imagine. I don't know how. Listen, for everybody who used to eat meat and then decided to be a vegan or a vegetarian for their own healthy lifestyle, like, props to you, because I could never. I could never. I could newer. But
I made the mistake of not eating before this episode. And,
whoops.
Well,
we don't really talk about food usually. This is the first time. So we do, we have like, so 4th of July, we do the cookouts thing. Usually for Mother's Day and Father's Day, we do steak. My husband will grill steak, and then I'll make, Parmesan garlic asparagus and like homemade garlic bread and homemade red skin mashed potatoes. Like it's a whole thing. Like that's a tradition, that I can't, when we don't do that, I'm like, what? On Thanksgiving, for those of you who do follow me on socials or are in my Discord, I know maybe you didn't, but I posted our Thanksgiving meal and it was literally just me, Joey, and Kaden. And I made enough for like 11 people. But we have to have all the traditional staples like turkey and mashed potatoes and rolls and baked mac and cheese. And see, and I've always heard about baked mac and cheese, but I didn't do it until, are you frozen? Oh no, you're just sitting there. Okay. So are you just imagining that you're eating like that scene in Hook where they're just like pretending to eat all of the food? So I moved to the South in 2011. I moved to where I'm at now in South Carolina, and I met my husband in 2013, and I had to learn very quickly how to make true traditional Southern baked mac and cheese. The first time I did it, it came out too liquidy. Like it was still really good, but it wasn't like a traditional like baked mac and cheese casserole should be. My husband likes it when it's like the brick of like mac and cheese that you can like pull out, and he's like, if it's not a solid brick, you did it wrong. Like it's just, so I had to learn very quickly how to do it, and I did, and he says that it's really good. So my friend and roommate that used to live with us, he took it one step further, and he put it to the test with his family, and I direct quote, for a white girl, this is really good. Like, that was what it was. So I was like, all right, I have the seal of approval. I did something correct. Like, that was just, oh man. Jerks is talking about kolaches, and I'm so angry that those do not exist anywhere that I have seen outside of Houston. And every time I talk about them, because I used to live in Texas, and every time I talk about them, everyone's like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, what? Like, only the most amazing thing. A kolache is like, it depends on where you go and where you get it. Jerks could probably explain it a lot better since he still lives in that section of the world. But it's like bread, and you can, a lot of people put different things. There's like sausage or ham and cheese or like all kinds of stuff. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah, I basically call it like a cookie with fruit filling, typically, or preserves.
It's, oh my god. I had an African American friend in Georgia who told me I knew how to barbecue, and I took that as a high compliment.
Let's go.
I don't, listen, there are certain things that I just won't. I won't make fried chicken. I won't make collard greens. Like, because I will fuck it up every time. Like, every single time. So there are just certain things that I just will not touch. So when our friend Tevin comes over, I'm like, I need you to make the following things because I cannot make them and you can. And he's like, I'll teach you. And I was like, nope, just do it. I can't. You just do it. It's like a small French bread stuffed with wieners or any other protein of your choice. Oh my Lanta jerks. Kolaches are amazing. Like, they're so good. Our Walmart neighborhood market, like grocery store, sold them in the frozen aisle, and I was stupid and got a box of them hoping that they would taste like they do. And there is nothing like going to a kolache factory in Houston at like 6 o'clock in the morning when that shit is fresh and getting, oh my god, I can't. I'm gonna have to go to Texas now just for kolaches. But then on the other side of the spectrum, living in Southern California, I have a lot of like Hispanic friends that do tamales, and there's nothing like a good homemade 50 to 100,000 tamales, because they like, I went one Christmas to watch them and they build a whole ass assembly line. You've got like mom and grandma and aunties and cousins, all the women are in the family, like making all the tamales. Like, it's just, and they're so good. I'm officially starving.
I've got to take the wheel real quick because you're talking about tamales. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of Basileos?
Nope.
Oh god. All right. So they're basically they're meat turnovers. They're a Puerto Rican cuisine.
Okay.
Deep fried, like kind of like dumplings, basically. Yeah, turnover. If you know what turnovers are, you know what. If you know what turnovers are, then you'll know. It's like an empanada, basically. Those things are, goodness gracious. I remember going to the Puerto Rican festivals because I grew up in a city that was predominantly African American and Latino based. Mm-hmm. So we would typically have the Mexican parade and festival, and then the Puerto Rican parade and festival throughout the end of summer. So like I think like August, September time frame. And so Puerto Rican festival would usually be when the festival would happen like in August and whatnot. So the festival would go on and they would have the pastelillas just like stacked like this high, and they would have like beef and pork and all that. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Okay.
If you've never had those, just go for it.
I'm gonna have to listen, I moved to South Carolina, and after living essentially 10-20 minutes from the border to Mexico and California, where I used to live, the first time ever that my husband took me to a Mexican restaurant, I was like, what is this? And he was like, it's Mexican food. And I was like, no, No, it is not. Like, it is just, I can't, I refuse. It has been, let's see, we'll be married for 7 years next week. We've been together for 9. So I want to say it's been about 7 years since I've been to a Mexican restaurant. Because I refuse to go to Mexican food here. Because it is terrible. It is so bad. It's so bad. And to me, nothing beats, so every time I go home to California to visit my family, nothing beats going into a hole in the wall, like, you're almost questionable about the health standards of the restaurant, and if you don't speak any Spanish, you're gonna struggle trying to order because they speak no English, or like just enough to get by. And so, but it is traditional, authentic, real Mexican food is just, I miss carne asada tacos so much. Like, and then the Americanized version of like a California burrito. If you've never had a California burrito, you're missing out, because it is everything that is wrong with Americanized Mexican food. Like, it's like this big around, and it has like French fries and cheese and carne asada and guacamole and sour cream and pico de gallo and like oh my god, it's just, Taco Bell has good Mexican food, authentic as fuck. Jerk, you're canceled. You're canceled, jerks. You're no. Taco Bell is not. No. Neither is Del Taco or insert fast food Mexican place here. Like, that's just not. It's not. Nothing beats going over to your friend's house when their abuela is home and they're making like homemade enchiladas, and oh my god. I can't. We're moving on from food because I'm so hungry.
Alrighty then.
So, let's go back into movies for a second. What is your favorite holiday movie? It could be any holiday, including the awful Halloween. Like, it could be any holiday. What is your favorite holiday movie?
Die Hard. No, I'm just
That
kidding.
is
I'm
not a
just kidding.
Christmas movie.
Actually, everybody in the chat would disagree with you, Callie.
Listen.
And I just troll and say that it's not a Christmas movie just to get the people going. You will just die on that hill.
I will die on the hill. It's my hangout. It's my rules. It's not a Christmas movie. Fight me. I will die on this hill. It is not a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, Jingle All the Way is a good one.
That's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Where he's trying to get the action figure for his kid or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen that movie in ages. Maybe we should have a GE Christmas movie after this. Anyways, okay. So, besides Die Hard, that's not a Christmas movie. No, it's not, jerks. What other
movie
Christmas?
That was based on Christmas, all right?
It happens at Christmas. It's not based on Christmas.
So it is a Christmas movie.
No.
It happened during Christmas.
It doesn't make it a Christmas movie. Like, Santa is not in that movie. Neither is... I can't say there's a Christmas tree because there's one in the office in the lobby in the office building they're in. But that's not the point.
Santa Claus is in freaking Jingle All the Way, and it's still a Christmas movie.
Santa Claus is absolutely in Jingle All the Way.
I need to rewatch that then.
Doesn't he dress up as Santa Claus?
No, he dresses up as Turbo Man.
There's like a whole Santa marathon race thing. Like, listen, Santa's in Jingle All the Way, I promise. And it's literally called Jingle All the Way. Like, that is like a line from a Christmas song.
Because this workaholic dad is never around for his kid. He misses his karate belt ceremony. He can't get any from his wife. And yeah, he gets beat up by Santa Claus.
Right? Yes.
Wait a second. By Santa Claus or Santa Clauses?
Yes.
Like multiple Santas?
I believe it's multiple Santas.
He got gangbanged by a bunch of Santa. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, so Jerk said the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch and A Christmas Story is a classic. Christmas Stories. I have only seen A Christmas Story one time. And it's currently on HBO Max. I might have to watch it again because I've only seen it once. Ever.
Well, TBS does a 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
On Christmas Day. I think they start like around 8 p.m. Christmas Eve and then just have it going until 8 p.m. Christmas Day. So, I mean, if you want it so late, you could just catch it there.
I don't have cable, so I wouldn't be able to catch it there.
Right. Damn. Yeah, never mind.
I'll just watch it on HBO Max.
I know, like, don't you find it interesting that like the cable company has been completely sucked dry from streaming services?
Okay, but I saw a meme the other day about that, and it was like a person, and it said like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Stars, Paramount Plus. By the time you add them all together, it equals the same as fucking cable, like, which it is essentially. If you think about it, the price that you pay, if you pay for multiple streaming services. And then you look at the price of like all of that accumulative, and then the price of like a DirecTV cable package. It is essentially the same price, except for all your money's going to one and you have to deal with commercials. Whereas all your money's going to multiple. And I am not a commercial person. I am that person that gets irrationally angry when commercials come on the radio, on TV, watching YouTube. Like, I cannot stand commercials. Like, I hate them. I hate them so much. Not if you share accounts and costs. See, so that's the thing. Like, so my dad pays for Netflix, and we have a profile with his Netflix. We pay for Disney Plus, and they have our Disney Plus. We also pay for Hulu, and then like other people have that. Someone else gave me their ESPN Plus, so we have that. Like, we have like, within the family, each person pays for like one or two of them, and then we all have profiles set up on like each one. Like, that's just what is family for if you can't share your streaming services. But back to Christmas movies. Did you ever say, or did we just get way sidetracked on Jingle All the Way and Die Hard?
Yeah, I was saying that I like Jingle All the Way. I was agreeing with Jerks there. I'm trying to think of any more that I don't know. I'm like brain dead to like all the movies that I watched back in the day. Polar Express was okay, and it was okay when I was younger. Like, it was great when I was younger, but it's okay now. Just like,
I think my heart just broke. Like,
it's all right. It was bound to happen. We all know who I am.
Listen, how can you not love the Hot Chocolate song? When
God, that is fucking annoying.
CGI Tom Hanks is just running through the train singing about hot, hot. Oh, you got it. Oh man.
Look, man, the only thing that I like Tom Hanks' voice in is Toy Story. Okay, that is the all-time favorite movie right there. That is the GOAT.
There's a Christmas Toy Story.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's on Disney Plus.
Add on to the ever long queue of movies that, like, literally, I've never utilized the My List or watch list of any streaming service until now, and I've got a long plethora of stuff from
don't feel bad,
horror movies that I need to watch for the Silver Scream and all that to just a bunch of recommendations. Like, it's in the fucking queue, and it's just like, I'm not gonna get through this until, I don't know, like my second lifetime, maybe.
Bad Santa is okay, says Jerks. That is another one that I have only seen one time, and as a adult functioning child when it comes to Christmas stuff, the first time I heard Lorelai Gilmore say "F me Santa" in a car, it ruined it for me. I was like, nope, I can't with this. Like, I can't. You
I'm
can't
not
be
gonna lie,
telling.
that scene was pretty hot.
No, you can't.
I think it's probably just the. I think it's just the issues of how I found out that. I hope we don't have kids in here, but Santa doesn't exist.
That's why I have headphones on. Because mine is in the other room playing Fortnite.
Good. Some strangers can tell him that Santa doesn't exist then.
Hopefully he's not watching my stream in there. Hold on. Let's look. Nope, he's not, because Joey's name would be in the chat list. Anyways.
But yeah, I don't know. That scene was pretty hot though, and I it's probably me just being a fucked up, demented guy that just gets off by the weirdest shit, and that was some pretty weird shit.
Terrible. Absolutely.
Can we
terrible.
delete this VOD, please, just so people don't think I'm fucking weird?
So okay.
Felix in the chat.
I can't. So Polar Express is one of my favorite movies for Christmas.
Hot. You got it.
Hot. Oh, you got it. Hot. Yeah, you got it. Hot chocolate.
Stop.
There's only one world. Never, ever let it cool.
So much cringe.
Then you got hot chocolate. Hi, Felix. So we are, I've never seen Polar Express. Jerks. Okay, listen. We're gonna start a mission and we're gonna go to Texas and kidnap Jerks and make him do all the Christmas things because apparently, he's never had eggnog. He's never seen Polar Express. Like, is there anything Christmassy that you have done, Jerks? Next, you're gonna tell me that you've never visited Santa. Like, what? So, eggnog is life. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Felix. Thank you. So, Polar Express is one of my favorites, but I liked Polar Express before it was a movie. So, in school, we used to... Jerks, you're fired. I don't believe that. Nope. Fake news. I believe that is fake news. Never, ever in your whole life. Like... Never. You've never visited Santa in your entire life. I've never visited Santa either. Fake news. You're telling me...
Technically, we've never visited Santa because we've never been to the North Pole. So here's a conspiracy theory that I have. All the mall Santas are employed by the big fat man himself.
They're just friends of Santa helping him out because he's getting all the toys
They're not
ready.
friends. They are not friends of Santa. They ain't friends of Santa. They're fucking pawns to Santa. Santa don't give a shit about them. Because if you think about it, these MFing kids trample the mall Santa, trying to be like, "What's in that sleigh, Santa? Come on, give me the toys." Actually, wait a second.
I tried to convince my husband to do that for work one year, to go work as Santa, and he basically told me in a very nice way to fuck off.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to hear shit like,
"Oh my God, Santa! Give me my present, Santa! I want my Molly! My little Molly, baby Molly! With my chicken
Oh my God, I can't even.
That's the sugar rush that got to them, by the way, because, Mom thought it was a good idea to go to fucking Cinnabon and give them 2 Cinnabons today.
And then they get candy canes from Santa after they see him.
Yeah, they wake up from their fucking sugar shock, and then it's like, "Here you go, here's your little candy cane." Oh my God, awesome.
So, you doing that voice reminds me of the only Will Ferrell movie that I can stand, because I hate Will Ferrell. But
Elf?
I have grown to tolerate Elf. I don't like it, but I watch it every year because it is a Christmas movie, and so I will watch it. And everybody says that is, if you were to put me as a movie character with how I feel about like Christmas and stuff. I've never seen Jerks. Oh my god. I can't. Jerks is gonna give me PTSD.
All right, let me take the wheel real quick. So if I had my chancla in here, chancla of the week would go to Jerks. But let me just go on the tangent real quick with Elf. You got Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is the truth. I don't care if you don't like him. Will Ferrell is the truth. Secondly, Zoe Deschanel. Typically, I don't like blondes, but she makes blondes so good. I have this look, okay? I have this look. Black hair, blue eyes, just like the brightest fucking blue eyes. My wife is not that. She was that. She had brunette hair back in the day, and now she's like going blonde and whatnot. But just like she's made me appreciate the blondes a little bit more. But their chemistry in that movie, spot on, man. Spot freaking on. It's kind of like Free Guy in a way. And I'm gonna say that Jerks never saw Free Guy, just so that we can preface that. But it's kind of like the Christmas version of Free Guy.
He was way too happy and positive in the trailers, and it sickens me. In Elf, like, what? That's because he's in. Never mind. We're not even gonna. Will Ferrell is the Energizer Bunny on methamphetamines and shoe polish, while free basing lighter fluid soaked in bath salt cigarettes. Holy shit, Dre! Tell me how you really feel.
Oh my god!
So, and yes, Felix, Zoe Deschanel is absolutely just. I can. Okay. Anyways, so I have learned to like Elf. It is still not at the top of my list. The OG Grinch is probably one of my favorites. I do like the Jim Carrey version, and the newer version that just came out a couple years ago, it's pretty good. But the OG, nothing beats the OG version of Grinch. Actually, nothing beats the OG version of a lot of Christmas movies. And then you got Home Alone, which is really, I forgot how much I liked that movie until Kaden had us watch it the other day. And I was like, oh my god, this movie is amazing. Like, I love this movie. But my favorite has to be the OG Grinch. Like, that has to be 100%. It is amazing. Like, just flat 2D boring cartoons. Like, that is, oh my Lanta, y'all. We're gonna have to do another movies hot seat just specifically to talk about actors and actresses. So we'll do hot seat, hot or not, like that. Pass or smash actors and actresses in hot seat.
Oh boy.
Stay tuned.
Then that means that the hot or not, you guys are gonna see what the look is, and you're gonna see like literally that there is somebody in Hollywood that is impregnating all these women with the same like baby genes to produce, you know, your fucking Katy Perry's, Zoe Deschanel's, oh my god, Kat Dennings, bro.
Oh Jesus, Phoenix has left the building. So the first Zoe Deschanel movie I saw, this is totally a side trail, was 500 Days of Summer, where she's just like 100% brutal. Isn't her sister the chick from Bones?
We don't talk about Emily.
She's the doctor in Bones, though, right?
We don't talk about Temperance Brennan.
Who the fuck is that? I've never seen Bones. I just
Bones.
know.
Yeah, it's, okay. Her real name is Temperance Brennan in the TV show.
The only thing I know about Bones is that Angel apparently left Buffy to go be a police detective. Like, that's like...
I don't know, but anyways,
Jesus.
Fucking Emily Deschanel's character in Bones, the lead character, of course. Oh god, she's too smart for her own. I'm like sitting here, I'm just like, I'm fucking dumb. and she's logically thinking through shit. I'm just like, ah.
It's like watching Spencer in Criminal Minds. Like, oh my god, are you about to tell me you've never seen Criminal Minds? Phoenix.
I think I've saw like 1 or 2 episodes of Criminal Minds. All right,
I'm gonna cry. Y'all are
Whatever.
killing me. I don't know if you're killing me because this means I have no life, that I've seen all of this shit. Like,
No, we just don't have the ability to sit through and watch like copious amounts of TV shows. So you have the better life.
oh, no, I have no life. Like, that's what that means. The fact that somebody posted, okay, so you know how everybody posts those stupid shits on Facebook where you're like, put a check mark next to every single one you've seen, and there's like a list of like 150 things, and they're like, oh, I've seen 20, and they're all the comments are like, I've seen 15, I've seen 11, and I'm like, out of 150, I've seen 120 of these to completion, some of them multiple times. Like,
Okay, but do you know those other ones that have like how much money do you have and like the things that you've done and all that stuff, and like some of these
yeah, I've
things
got like
is just
5.
like yeah, you know what, the golf score applies on that one, so you win. Okay. Your life is not that eventful to your standards of, you know, knowing TV shows comparing to if you murdered somebody. And I see like, you know, somebody has like $30, but there's only like, you know, $45. So it's just like, what didn't you do? I'm a little curious now because like, maybe we should not interact with each other because you've slept with 5 people, and Callie over here knows like 120 TV shows and movies, but only had like $3. So, like some shit's adding up, and not in a good way with your life, man. Okay.
I mean, okay, so like with my mental health, like my work life has been up and down. I got a job as soon as I could. I mean, at like 15, and it was the first thing I did was go get a job. But I've been up and down, especially in my adult life. I am blessed enough that my husband works very hard so I can be a stay-at-home mom for my son. But that also means that I'm home alone while everybody is off at work or school, and I'm just like, okay, like, what are we gonna do? So we binge watch Netflix or Hulu, and I'm currently working my way through The Blacklist, Manifest, and this new, it's not really new, but I stumbled across it on Hulu. It's called The Great. It is the most vulgar, hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, and when I say vulgar, like, every other word is like, don't stick it in her butt. And but like the more vulgar version of that, like it's about a woman who becomes the Empress of Russia, and it's just, you have to see it. Okay, I'm 5 episodes in, and I just started it yesterday, or the day before yesterday. It's hilarious. I definitely recommend it. But not if you like sweet, wholesome things. But then on the other opposite end of the spectrum, I've seen like every Disney movie known to man. Because I'm also a Disney fanatic. And I am the kind of person that if you sit like a live action, like grown up movie in front of me and a Disney movie, I'm gonna pick the Disney movie. Like, it's just, I'm just weird. But anyways, okay, so do you have stories that you're willing to share that surround the holidays, whether it be Thanksgiving or Christmas, or are there any that you would like to share with the class, or are you not wanting to share your stories with the class? I should have asked you this before we went live. In my defense, it was on the talking points, which were posted a week ago in Hotseat chat.
I've seen it. Okay. All right.
Just the look on your face, though.
Oh no, I was still just like concerned about what the hell I was listening about to this Hulu show about sticking it up somebody's ass.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god.
queens and shit like that.
He buys her a bear and then he shoots it right in front of her because he's just like, oh well, you'll get over it. Like, it is intense.
Bro, I don't want to watch this fucking show then.
No, you
Like,
do.
that's-
You do. Trust me.
No, I don't.
You do. If it wasn't so questionable, I would do like an episode. We would make an episode like a week in GE and we could all watch it together, but it is definitely not, it's questionable. Some people could get very offended.
Mm.
Pre-streaming Cali would get offended. Streaming and interacting with people has opened up my mind to a lot of different things that I accept as acceptable now that a year and a half ago before I started streaming would not be acceptable.
Yeah, I guess I'm the blame for that. You just like walk into my stream one time after finally getting the courage to actually say hi to me, and you're just like, "Oh wow, this is what real life looks like." real life. It's like, oh yeah, real life because Real Phoenix. You know what? I give. I fucking give up. Anyways, holiday stories, fun stories. You know, there's really nothing funny about the holidays. It's all seriousness. All seriousness. You just got to be 100% serious.
That breaks my heart for you. Wait, are you being serious or
not.
sarcastic?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. When Callie's gullible and naive on stream. Awesome. Okay. So, anyway.
So I think. Oh man, I think it. Yeah, so I guess the first Christmas that I spent back with my mom and my family after I turned 21, I finally had the courage to go to our local grocery store, and I always went. People know me. They didn't know me by name, but they knew me by face. And so, I'm walking into the grocery store and whatnot, and I'm going to the beer aisle. I'm getting Coors Light because I'm a cheap bastard. I'm a cheap college student at that point. I just got back from China, so I wanted to have beer finally because I wasn't able to have my first legal drink until I got back. So I think that was my first legal one. I honestly don't know. Got the 4-pack of Coors Light, brought it up to the counter, and there's a specific cashier that has been working there for years. Like literally, she's been there since I want to say the start of when that grocery store opened up when I was in high school, freshman sophomore year. She's like, I need to see your ID, young man. I'm just like, oh yeah, here you go. Oh my god, you're finally 21? I'm like, yeah. It's like, holy shit, I'm old. Like the time has passed. I'm like, yeah, you kind of are. So am I as well. Cause yeah. Just like, oh my god, welcome back. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm just like,
How long did you study abroad for?
4 months.
Okay. So that's not too bad.
4 months.
That's really
yeah.
exciting. Like, that's an opportunity I wish I could have taken advantage of, but I dropped out. So I went back and finished. I did before my kid was born, but I dropped out because life.
Yeah. College is overrated anyways, but that's another talk for another day. But yeah, I mean that, and also my aunt just loves to walk around in a like Santa outfit or like Santa pajamas or elf costume for our, I guess, annual quote unquote, we haven't had it in like the last 2 years because of COVID, karaoke parties. Like,
Oh,
yeah, she'll just be the Santa, like the Santa just walking around in Santa costume and whatnot. Or, well, not Santa costume, but like elf costume.
did you ever go
So-
Christmas caroling?
Oh, hell no.
Really?
Hell no. No.
Okay. So I was a Girl Scout growing up, and I was super involved in church growing up. So we used to go with youth group and with Girl Scouts, and we would do like, we'd go to the nursing homes, or the one of the youth groups I was in California, we went literally around a neighborhood. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So for me, caroling was always like going to the nursing home and like caroling in the nursing home. It wasn't until I went with this youth group and we actually went like to a regular neighborhood and just walked around the neighborhood singing Christmas songs. I was like, well, this is like a thing that people really do. I didn't like it because I can't sing for shit. But it was fun in its own sense because it was like running around just with your friends or whatever. And I really do I liked doing it when we went to the nursing homes and stuff, because it's really cute to see all the elderly people like light up, especially the ones who like don't get visited by their families. They've just been in the nursing home forever, and their family just kind of was like, okay, they're gonna take care of you, and then they don't ever come see them. Like, that makes me really sad. So I do like doing that. In a pre-COVID world, when you used to be able to like make home-baked things and drop them off at fire stations and nursing homes and etc. Like, we used to do that. We would make cookies and go carol at the nursing homes. Like, it was cute and it was sweet, and it was, I mean, we would sing all of the songs, like all of the Christmas songs. They were just all of the Christmas songs. But other than that, I don't really have any. I have Christmas stories that I can't tell just simply because my child is home and they revolve around Santa, and I don't know when I'm I don't know when I'm being eavesdropped on, so I will have to save those for another day. But there are some interesting Santa stories that we've got. None of them are inappropriate. They're just not for Caden.
Oh, no F me Santas or
No. I have
any...
never done anything inappropriate with a Santa Claus, nor have I known anybody to do anything inappropriate with a Santa Claus, nor will I ever do anything inappropriate with a Santa Claus.
Oh man, you know what? This Santa costume on Amazon is looking pretty tempting.
Oh my god. If you ruin Santa Claus, I want to dress up as the Grinch one year and just like scream at people that are assholes. To like, so you have those people, especially people who go shopping on Black Friday, that like actually still go shopping, because apparently all the Black Friday deals that, you know, start happening the week before Black Friday online, people just, they still feel the need to go wait in line at the ass crack of dawn. Like, they eat Thanksgiving dinner and they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna go camp in front of Best Buy or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's an experience right there.
I have never, ever been Black Friday shopping.
Like, not even once?
Nope.
It's fun.
A lot of that has to do with the fact that
Black
I can't afford it.
Oh God, we've
never had the money to do it, so we just don't do it. Now, I have worked. I used to work at a Starbucks once upon a time, and I've worked. It's the only time that our Starbucks was 24 hours. We would close. We weren't open for Thanksgiving until like 8 o'clock at night, and then we would open up and stay open all the way through, like midnight on Black Friday. That way we were all open. Now, that was interesting because I worked the overnight shift. I was first shift. I came in at like 11:30 at night, and then I was there until about 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. That was interesting. Because we get the people who are like getting their coffee because they've already been sitting in line for 5 hours, and then the people who it's now 7 a.m. and they're already done because they sat in line for 5 hours. But I've never done the Black Friday shopping thing. It's just, we've just never had the money, so I've never had the want to go. And I don't, Black Friday is one of those things where, you know, specifically in our country, where, you know, we spend the previous day being thankful and grateful for all the things that we have, and then go trample people at Best Buy or Target or the mall to get our hands on the $5 TV that's normally $2,000. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's not something that I've ever had a desire to do.
Yeah, it's odd. It's really odd because, you know.
But I don't know. So, okay. Is there anything that you do that is unique or that you feel is unique? I trample someone for a 38. Listen, every streamer ever. Every streamer in the world. I will step on whoever I need to for PC power upgrades. Is there anything unique that you do for the holidays? Like, or that you feel is unique? I guess for me it would be not going Black Friday shopping. Like, everybody has done it at least once, and I'm just like, no. It's like Jerks saying that he's never had eggnog or seen Santa. Like, except for I've really never gone Black Friday shopping.
No, I mean, we celebrate it pretty vanilla.
I feel like when it comes to whether it's Thanksgiving or even like trick-or-treating or Halloween or, you know, the Christmas morning stuff, I would say, okay, now between the two, so I grew up in a split household. So, like, there were things that I did at my dad's house that were unique to just my dad's house compared to my mom's. So, like, my mom's house, the rule growing up were, it didn't matter what time you woke up, you were not allowed to touch anything. Not your stocking, not your presents, not nothing, until everybody was up and we all had breakfast. A lot of times we were able to, like, during breakfast, we were allowed to open, like, our stockings. And then we would go to church, and then we would come home, and then we would do presents. Whereas, like, at my dad's house, when you woke up, you could go do whatever. You could go open your stocking. You couldn't touch your presents, but you could open your stockings. So, like, we would get up at, like, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And, like, I had siblings at my dad's house. I had an older sister and a younger brother. And we would wake each other up, and we'd be like, hey, Santa came. Like, we would open our stockings. And there was always, like, a tangerine and, like, some sort of, like, somewhat healthy snack. And we would all dump our stockings out and compare and contrast. That kind of leads me, side note, back into, like, traditions. So at my dad's house, and it's something that I've carried on now, on Christmas Eve, they would set out, for me and my siblings, there would be 3 presents. And it was the same 3 presents for all 3 of us. And they were always, like, weird shaped. And you could pick one to open on Christmas Eve. And usually it was, like one was a set, like, a clothing item. One was, like, a game. And I don't ever remember what the other one, like a board game. But, we would get to open one. And usually we would, like, watch what the other siblings picked. And so we would pick, because you knew, so, like, if this person opened present A and you opened present B and they opened present C, you knew what A and C were if you opened the B present based on what they opened. So we always, like, tried to coordinate it like that, where it's like, okay, you're gonna open the middle one and I'm gonna open the first one and you're gonna open the last one, and then we'll know what the other 2 are, because it's always the same for all of us. But that was I do that with Caden, except for I don't set 3 presents in front of him to open. Santa sends presents with our elf, and our elf always presents him with a farewell gift, because he goes back with Santa on Christmas Eve after he comes to visit. Our elf goes back with Santa to the North Pole. So he always brings him a gift that he gets to open the morning of Christmas Eve. He brings it the night before. That way he has it for Christmas Day the next day, which is really fun. That's something that we do. But I feel like some families don't do that. I've never really heard of families doing the gift on Christmas Eve that they get to open. I feel like that's kind of unique-ish. But that was unique to my dad's house. Like, that wasn't something we were allowed to do at my mom's. And then my dad's, we usually, like, we had, like, 4 Christmases at my dad's. We had, like, Christmas at home, Then we went to my grandparents' house. Then we went to my aunt's house. Like that, and it was like Christmas and it was the same thing every single time. Like you showed up and you were like, ah, Merry Christmas. Let's eat food that we've already eaten at the last 2 houses. And then open presents and go to the next house and eat the same damn food at the next house. But yeah, we didn't really do, I guess that's a silly question because we really didn't do unique things. If anybody in chat has anything unique, please feel free to let us know. We love hearing from y'all.
Yes, we do. I hate hearing myself talk anyways, so take the floor, damn it.
So aside from Christmas, what is your favorite holiday? Is it Christmas?
I mean, it's either that or the national holiday, which is August 24th.
Is that the day baseball ends?
No, it's also known as Rising Day. The day baseball ends is just a very sad day.
For you. Baseball's a terrible sport. And this is where Phoenix quits Hotseat, everybody. So next season we'll be looking for another co-host. Just kidding. So why is it Rising Day? What is August 24th? Is that like something I'm missing? Wait, is that your birthday? Oh shit. Wait, when is your birthday?
August 24th.
Okay. That's not a holiday, though. That's... A birthday is not... I would say the same thing to anybody. A birthday is not a holiday. It is a day that we celebrate your existence in the world. Like, it's not a holiday. It's just a day that exists for everybody. Cali's canceled.
Anyways, I called it the national holiday to have more pizzazz on it when I got older, because I started that after I had finished college and was out and about my, I think, first year out in South Bend, Indiana, and I was just kind of not really excited to celebrate it because I think I was turning 24, 25. No, 25, because it wasn't my golden birthday. So that was my way of just making it all, hyped and whatnot. Yeah, I think it's a toss up between Halloween, Christmas, or 4th of July. So
sorry, my child walked in. 4th of July is fun. Do you guys do like the barbecue and the fireworks, and are you allowed to shoot fireworks off where you are?
Well, we go to the boonies most of the summer. So like for Memorial Day, Labor Day, and then 4th of July, we're usually out in the boonies on a campground, and we pretty much don't give a shit. You can shoot off guns and do all the stuff that you want out there. So yeah, we do that. We grill food. Typically, I'll take the wheel sometimes and do the grill master because my family-in-law don't know how to fucking season their meat.
Oh no, not that.
Yep, throwing shade on the show to the family, which they'll probably never watch unless my lady's best friend will, and it's like, did you hear what Phoenix said about this? And then I'll get flack for it, which I don't give a shit. But yeah, and then we blow off lanterns for the 4th of July, like these Chinese lanterns that will light up and whatnot.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah,
I want to do that. Like, okay, so like the Disney movie Tangled, where they do the Lantern Fest thing. I want to do that where you can like get the biodegradable ones and then like
Mm-hmm.
write whatever our hopes and wishes are, and then I want to do it on New Year's and send like our hope or wish into the universe, and then make sure it doesn't kill any animals after it goes. Like that's why I need it to be biodegradable.
Yeah.
But I like how
Like-
Jerks called me out, by the way, and he said technically Christmas is a birthday holiday. I mean, technically, depending on what version of it you're looking at. Just saying. If you look at the Christian version of Christmas, yes, technically it is a birthday holiday. If you look at the pagan version, not so much. If you look at the commercial version, it's definitely not a birthday holiday.
I mean, all of it have some kind of green in there.
I will. Oh, speaking of Christmas being a birthday holiday, that's something that's unique. So at my mom's house, I'm gonna loud myself out right now. My mom makes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My mom makes a birthday cake for Jesus, and we sing.
That is so cool.
We sing "Happy Birthday" to Jesus.
That is so cool. No, there is no
Seriously, are you
reason why
being
you're laughing about
sarcastic?
that. No, I'm being serious right now. Like 100%. That is so cool.
That is something. We go to church and then we come home, and there's always like she literally makes a handmade birthday cake with candles and everything, and we sing "Happy Birthday, Jesus," and like that is unique to her house, to us. And I've yet to meet anybody else who does that. So if your family does that too, help me not feel so alone.
Hold on, I got you, because I think my church did that one time for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day service. They had a big freaking cake in the middle of the freaking sanctuary. It was like, hey, if you guys want cake, have some on Jesus. It's just like, alrighty then. This is really weird, but you know, I can't have communion, but I can definitely have that cake. I am hungry right now. Let's do this. Let's get this stuff, man.
That is something literally every year, like frosting and everything, and she literally writes "Happy Birthday, Jesus" on the cake. Like that is
Hallelujah. What do you think, Jesus?
that is something. So besides Christmas, I think my next favorite holiday would be Thanksgiving, just because I love cooking, I love entertaining, I love having a house full of people. So it's everything that's, although my last 2 Thanksgivings have been me cooking and no people, like, which is kind of sad, but I split holidays with Caden's dad. We rotate every other year, just like any other typical custody agreement. Like we switch every other year. So the years that I don't have Caden usually involve a lot of alcohol. And then, because I'm just depressed that he's not there. But then the years that we do have him, it's a lot of childish magic stuff. But I like New Year's too, just because I like to fill myself with the false hope that with the new year brings, it's going to be a better year, and you know, and then it never is. And like it always starts out so strong. You're like, yeah, this year's gonna rock. And by like January 4th, you're like, fuck this year already. Like, and that's on adulting.
I feel that to a T, because the accountant in me is still living in the past, because I've got to close the books for a previous month. So technically, I don't get a new year, because welcome to December part 2, bitch.
I can't. Tax time must be terrible for you. Like, I can't imagine being an accountant for a business come tax season. Like, I could not. I could never. First of all, I hate math. So that just sounds awful. But, like, my heart goes out to you. Because I can't. Are you an accountant for just a singular business? Or do you have, like, multiple businesses?
Yeah, so to not bore people, I do accounting for on a corporate level, not like taxes or anything. But we still got deadlines to reach.
For the people that do the taxes.
Well, yeah, for the auditors, basically. So, like, all my work gets audited by those people, and then they come back and it's like, hey, you fucked this up, fix this shit now. Or, like, what the hell happened? And I got to come up with some responses for them. I'm just like, get out of my fucking hair because you guys are ruining my day to day job.
Imagine
So,
being smart enough to run the accounts for a whole ass business. Like, I can't, it couldn't be me.
I mean, it's not me either. I'm just a pawn in the.
I just write it all down.
without saying anything to get me fired, I'm just, the lower level pawn that does all the work, most of the like nitty gritty detailed work to then go up to our head honchos, and it's just like, oh, you know what, great job, dog.
Oh,
You're
you
doing
mean you
great.
do all the work where someone else takes the credit?
No, they're not taking the credit. They give me credit where credit is due, but it's just like they're just looking at it and it's like, looks good, man. Great job. Pat on the back. And Phoenix becomes a full-time streamer because he ran his mouth on a fucking podcast.
I think you're safe. I think we're small enough that we're safe.
I don't know. You never know, I've been running my mouth way too much this week. I've been feeling too confident. So something might bite me in the ass sometime.
We are manifesting that 2022 is going to be a much, much better year.
And if it doesn't happen by January 4th, Kelly's going to be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Stay tuned for the tweet. Somebody clip it. 2022 is going to be an epic year. And then, actually, is January 4th a stream day? We'll find out come, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not. January 4th is not a stream day. So.
Hashtag Cali for partner. Put it, spam it in the chat, please.
No.
Cali for partner. Make a chat. Make a chant.
That's not going to happen.
She's gonna have 3 times the CCV of a specific streamer that's never really here, so I could say his name, but I don't feel like it.
That is my Christmas, my Christmas, New Year's wish for all of my streamer friends, is that whether it be in streaming or content creation in general, I wish for you all to be successful in your endeavors.
Just don't be a douchebag and forget where the fuck you came from. Oh God. I'm
That
dropping
is-
the F-bomb a lot now. Oops. Am I getting toxic?
Nope. That is, can't be toxic with the truth. Well, I guess technically you could be. But,
I mean, toxic and truth start with a T, so...
there's a fine line between toxicity and honesty, I feel like.
Maybe
But-
this is something that we, like, cliffhang and then jump back into next year. Because didn't you make the announcement that this is our last one?
This is our last, I don't know if I talked about that, but this is our last hot seat for this year. And some changes are going to come about as far as how we do. Cat, you can't eat. Hold on. We're gonna say hello to the furry terrorist. Say hello. Hello.
Exclamation mark cat in chat.
Do you feel special now that you're up here? What did you want? Did you just want to come say hello? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's up, Rufus?
Go away. Oh my god, I swear to god, I'm allergic to my cat. Okay. This is terrible. Okay. He's like shedding like no other right now. I don't know what is going on, but like he's shedding excessively. I mean, cats always shed, but he's shedding like excessively. It is insane. You can lay there if you don't try to eat the cords to any of my lights that I have up right now. So I totally got sidetracked. Oh, Hotseat. So we have some changes coming to Hotseat come next year, which is in, can you believe that this year's almost over? Like, we have 2 weeks left. And literally 2 weeks from today is January 1st. And that's crazy to me. Like, I feel like parts of this year went by so fast, and I feel like other parts of this year went by so damn slow. It's not even funny. Like, I feel like we're just dragging our feet along. But so some things will change, and this is our last hot seat for this year. technically our next one would be January 1st, but I'm not going to force my co-host to give up his New Year's Day night with and hang out with me. On my...
Probably be hungover or something. I don't know.
I will not have Caden. Caden, for the second half of winter break, he'll be at his dad's house, so I also will probably be very drunk.
So hashtag free Caden? Is that what I'm understanding? Or
listen. Whatever happens. But
well, you're dad.
So I'm excited about the adventures that we're going to go on. I have like the next 3 or 4 hot seats already planned. I've already started graphics on a lot of them. I guess I should probably tell my co-host that. Hey, co-host, I already have them planned out. They don't have to be in that order.
Don't fucking tell me. I mean, all right.
So, but I am excited about that. There's just some things that need to be altered. So, even though this was a short, I guess, season, I could say, of Hot Seat, we only had 4 episodes. But they were fun. We talked about music. We talked about movies. We had a more serious episode, not last week, but the week before, when we talked about social media. And then we have our silly holiday one. I feel like we'll see. We'll definitely see more of like serious hot seats in the future. But I also am kind of digging the more entertainment, just light and airy hot seats that we do. So, however, we are always accepting suggestions from our audience. You guys are a big part of what makes this a thing. So, if you ever want to see us talk about anything, or if you'd ever like to come on Hot Seat and talk about something, please just let us know, and I'll see if we can make it work. We do try to avoid more controversial things like politics and religion.
But I mean, if you guys want it, we can dish it out. I just might fight somebody. I don't know.
That would be interesting. Maybe we should just we'll have a Hot Seat Fight Me episode where we just like say the most controversial TOS appropriate thing we can say, and then we just...
Or maybe let's just scrap the whole hot seat thing and just like content thief Capri Sun Poppy stuff. I don't know.
Doesn't
just,
he
like,
do that? Doesn't he have a content thief thing?
Yeah, the content thief.
We're gonna content thief the thief.
Yes, like literally, watch his stream, steal his shit that he stole from somebody else, and then somebody else steals our shit that we stole from Poppy that he stole from somebody else.
Isn't that technically all Twitch is? I'm just saying. Anyways.
I mean, technically, yeah. Whatever Amaranth does from one of the smaller Thaddeanas, Big Mama Thaddeana does it, and then all like little or mid Thaddeanas do it, and then Twitch is not Twitch anymore. It's Thaddeana Central. Oh my god.
Did a light bulb just click on? Did you just have a revelation?
Yeah. You know what it means? It means our first episode. I think that means we're about to have your co-host be the main host and just like Hot Take Central. Jesus. I don't fucking know.
Is that what you're gonna call yours?
Hell no.
Hotmess Hot Seat, and then we have Hot Take Central. Like, is that...
Nah. The world's not ready for that yet.
I definitely... So kind of like reflecting, I definitely like I like the chunkle of the day. Like, that's fun. I feel like we should definitely continue that. I still feel like we need a performance from Phoenix Weekday. I'm just saying. Like, I've been waiting since episode 1 for a performance from Phoenix Weekday.
It's not gonna fucking happen.
That is not him reenacting jumping on his chair, screaming about
Not gonna
Katie
fucking
Holmes.
happen. Not gonna fucking happen. No.
Why not?
Because it said fucking no.
I feel like we need a performance from Phoenix Weekday. You can.
I don't know. There's some situations where I'm either turning off my camera, falling out of my seat, standing on my seat, some type of thing, and y'all get enough from me.
Well, you can reenact. Phoenix Weekday can reenact, you know, warm
Phoenix
3
Weekday.
lives, and that can be what we. That can be what it is.
This motherfucker right here, though.
We can warm 3 lives by Phoenix Weekday. Like, I feel like this needs to happen. I feel like it needs to happen.
We'll see. We'll see.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Warm 3 lives by Phoenix Weekday. Not to be confused with Ice 9 Kills.
Ay, Dios míos.
I'm changing your mantra. It's gonna be praise the hair flip, praise Coheed, praise the show, warm 3 lives. Like, that's what it's gonna be. Cancel Cali.
Anyway,
All right.
until next year, I'm Phoenix, and this is Cancel Cali.
Okay, so I think that's all we have for this one. This one was more a shorter hot seat, but you know. So Phoenix, where can all of our lovely viewers find you?
Y'all can find me on this lovely app called twitch.tv/RealPhoenixTV. I still don't have a schedule up because fuck organization.
That was very inspiring. You had a schedule. I made you a graphic for your schedule.
Yeah, and then it went to crap because
And then you were just like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
yes, because streaming is hard when everything revolves around mental health. But anyways,
Streaming is hard in general. Like, it's just, I got into streaming with such, you know, innocence and rose-colored glasses that, oh my god, this is gonna be so easy. Here we are a year later, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I do to myself? Like, why? Why would I do this? But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Anywho, so, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, for anybody who wants to, you know, hang out with my hot mess self, we are here on Twitch. Then we are also on Twitter and Hover, and that's about it. 2022 is going to be the year that Cali decides to actually be serious about TikTok, because I've been talking about it for 3 months, and I'm really going to do it for real. And I know I say that every time. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and then I just don't fucking do it. But 2022 TikTok, Cali TikTok 2022, like it's gonna happen. So anyways, what is going on? My computer is freaking out. We are gonna go raid Phoenix's favorite people.
way to go with sarcasm.
So if you have those emotes, please hashtag CaliRaid. They are doing their finale of their super really big streamer competition. So go hype them up. Have some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed our Hot Mess holidays. And I hope you all have a fantabulous holiday season. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.